What is your track, New Love, about?
Well, you would have to probably ask Ellie because she wrote the lyrics, but I imagine it's just like, I feel like it's a very positive message about, this concept that's become quite popular of self-love and finding love inside yourself. And like, that's all you need. It's great to have somebody you love and the partner and all that, but you can also, you can find love just being by your own damn self.
How did your supergroup, Silk City, come about?
Well, Diplo is someone that I've known for basically 20 years now. I met him at a diner in Philadelphia called Silk City, and we had a cool chat about old records and samples and breaks. And I found it annoying because he actually knew more than I did, and he kind of had he was happy to let me know that. But I always watched his rise and the stuff he did with MIA and then all the way to Chris Brown, Bieber, all that stuff, and just was like, damn, that's cool. Like that guy Diplo I met back then is now one of the biggest DJs in the world. And I don't know anyone who works harder than him. So we've known each other for so long. And then about 3 years ago, we decided to go in the studio together and make some music. And that's what Silk City is about.
Are you a DJ or producer first?
I would say that, man, that's tough. But I think both. I played in bands when I was a kid, and then I became a DJ, and then I became a producer. So they're both. I love them both. I don't care which one I'm known for.
Who or what are your influences?
My influences are pretty wide. I mean, my first favorite band when I was a kid, when I was very young, was Duran Duran. And then in New York, I got really into hip hop, things like Slick Rick and the Beastie Boys and Gang Starr. And now I listen to everything. I mean, I love funk, soul, disco, Nile Rodgers, the Meters, stuff like that. I kind of like everything. So it's, yeah.
Do you enjoy success?
I feel like I'm very lucky to have these records that I make and that I love, to put them out and people like them as well. Not everyone obviously is a success, and not everyone, like some are more than others, but yes, I feel very lucky, grateful for the success that my music has had.
Where do you keep your rewards?
Well, I'm staring at an Oscar. That sounds real. That sounds really not very modest, but they're kind of in different places. I got a few in storage, and then there's like one or two downstairs and stuff like that.
Who is on your fantasy list of artists to work with?
I have got to work with some of my favorite people ever, and some of my biggest influences, from Stevie Wonder to, Q-Tip to Ghostface Killer. I guess I don't know who. I mean, there's people that I really love that I haven't worked with. That could go from Kendrick Lamar to Steve Winwood, but I'm not sure if I'll ever get to work with them.
How exactly do you record tracks during lockdown?
Well, actually, I'm used to always going to a studio that I've had that has a lot of old 70s and 80s synthesizers and analog gear. And lockdown, I've gotten very used to just being really bare bones. I've just got my old MPC, a Kai drum machine, laptop, a keyboard. So it's kind of cool to take it back to the beginning a bit and just have to, work with the bare minimum. So that's how I got used to it.
What are your ambitions right now?
To give you the most honest answers that I possibly can.
Is there anybody you would hesitate to work with again?
I don't think so. No. I've never had a terrible experience with anybody.
Where in the world are you happiest?
Probably New York.
What makes you angry?
The orange man that's leaving the White House right now.
What would you say is overrated?
Me? I don't know.
How would your friends describe you?
He's a nice guy.
What did you want to be when you were a child?
A drummer.
Who or what makes you laugh the most?
Dave Chappelle, Borat, The Mighty Boosh, Saturday Night Live. I love comedy, actually. That's like my favorite pastime after music.
What's your favorite gadget?
Probably my old drum machine. That's my old sampler drum machine that I started with back like 20 years ago when I started making beats. It's called the MPC 3000.
What is the best gift you have been given?
That's a good one, but if I try and think about it, I'm going to run us out of time, so I'm going to have to pass.
Are you a clean or messy person?
I'll let you be the judge. I made the bed this morning.
Did you meet anybody famous as a child?
Yes, actually, I did meet some famous people. I remember going to school once in the morning when I grew up in London, and my dad, he was a bit of a night owl. And I remember going to school at 7 in the morning, and John Oates from Hall & Oates was still there playing a very serious game of chess with my dad. They were, locked in.
If you could work with any artist from the past, who would you choose?
Biggie.
Which famous person would you like to eject into space, never to see again?
Orange man leaving the White House.
Mark, that concludes your questions for today.
This has been totally freaky. Thank you.
Thank you for taking part in the Spencer Dispenser.
Thank you.